Today on Lucky Dog, a young terrier mix is hoping for a second chance at life.
You want a new home? Okay.
He might be the perfect puppy passenger for a pair of off-roading enthusiasts who are mourning the recent loss of their dog.
After that, I knew that we needed to find another dog to fill the hole in our hearts.
But Rocket will have to earn his license to ride before this adoption can successfully launch.
I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Watch out!
Watch out, watch out.
Go get it!
Today, Eric and Rashi are playing Rupert's favorite game, Fetch.
Good job, Rupert.
Rupert is their 5-year-old terrier that they rescued from Mexico.
Come on, Rupert. Oh, good boy. Good job. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. There we go.
The play session gets put on pause as Rashi receives a text from the shelter.
The shelter just contacted us about a dog that needs to be rescued, and he looks a little bit like Rupert.
Okay.
5 months old, he's 10 pounds. There is something wrong with his front legs,
Okay.
but he's very friendly, he's very active. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get him. Rupert, you're gonna stay back with Mom, okay?
Eric takes off for the shelter, and it's not long before he comes face to face with Rocket.
Oh, hey, Rocket. Hey. Oh, excited? Can I come in? Okay.
Eric sees that the 5-month-old puppy's front legs do appear to have a slight deformity, but it doesn't seem to hold him back.
Oh, hey. All right. I'm happy to see you too. Looks like you want a new home. Okay.
Rocket's powers of persuasion work, and he earns a first-class ticket out of the shelter.
Knowing that he had a deformity in his leg, I felt like we were very fortunate to get him out when we did, just because a lot of times the general public pass up on dogs like that.
To get Rocket's legs examined and to make sure that he's healthy enough to train, Eric takes him to the veterinarian for a checkup.
Hi, Eric. Good
Hey,
to
Dr.
see
Evelyn.
you.
Good
This
to see
must
you
be
too.
Rocket.
This is
Hi,
Rocket.
sweetheart. Today, Eric brought Rocket, a 5-month-old male-neutered terrier mix, for an examination after being picked up from the shelter. First, let's weigh him.
Okay. All right, Rocket. There we go.
Okay, he's about 10 pounds. Let's go ahead and
Okay.
lay him over here.
Come on, Rocket.
All right, little sweet. So his ears look nice and clean. I
Okay.
don't see any obvious signs of any infection or inflammation.
Great.
The whites of the eyes are nice and clear, no problems with any discharge. His little teeth are coming
yeah.
in nicely. It looks like he has all his adult teeth already.
Oh, that's good.
Little baby. Go ahead and feel his little tummy. And he's already been neutered,
Yep.
so no problems there.
Great.
That all looks pretty
Oh, you did such a
good.
good job.
Let me
Yeah.
listen to his heart and lungs. He's actually a very good patient holding still.
Yeah. Oh, good job.
Okay, that sounds nice and normal. I
Okay.
don't hear any abnormal rhythms or heart murmurs. Rocket's physical exam was mainly normal. We did find that he does have a little bit of a joint abnormality, what we call valgus deformity. That is something we can see with certain breeds. Sometimes we also just see it in dogs that have shorter legs that stick out a little. That can be fairly normal for them. Most of the time won't affect their overall health and their mobility. I would like to recommend a joint health supplement called Cosequin.
Okay.
It has glucosamine chondroitin, and that will help support those joints so that he can run, jump, play, do all the things that normal doggies do, and hopefully he should live a long, healthy life. For his size, he would get 1 chewable daily for 4 to 6 weeks. Then you can reduce the dose to a maintenance dose, which is 1 every other day.
Got it. Okay, great. So beyond that, he's okay to train?
Absolutely, he's nice and healthy.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Evelyn.
My pleasure, you take care.
Okay.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. Back at the ranch, Rocket receives a nice warm bath.
All right. That's better. I got one more thing for you, okay?
Rocket is outfitted with a bronze training medal which he'll wear throughout his basic training.
Good boy. You ready to get to work?
Eric then gives Rocket a tour of the ranch, starting with the empty training yard. After letting him explore by himself, Eric brings in another dog.
We're excited. Okay, go see.
And then another human, Rashi.
You are scruffy. I love his fur.
Seeing that Rocket feels comfortable, Eric brings in the rest of the ranch residents.
Hey!
New friends.
Yeah.
New friends.
New friends, Rocket.
Free to run around, Rocket's personality starts to shine through.
And let's go back this way.
He's a happy-go-lucky puppy that would do well with an active family.
And let's go back this way.
While Eric spends time bonding with Rocket, Rashi uses her background in social work to search for a potential family. And Tony and Debbie Pellegrino from Simi Valley, California catch her attention.
I'm Tony. I'm married to Debbie. We've got 2 boys, Jamie and Jordan, and we also have 1 dog named Briggs.
Tony and Debbie own an aftermarket auto parts manufacturing company, and their adult sons help them run the business. The family loves the great outdoors. They enjoy camping, attending racing events, and traveling in their RV. They would love for their new dog to join them. It would also help fill the void that they feel after losing their beloved boxer, Bruiser.
Bruiser was a character, and he had so much personality. He got sick. He was just filled with disease, and there was no saving him.
Not only was losing Bruiser hard on the family, but it was particularly hard on his best friend, Briggs, who became depressed and didn't want to eat or play.
After that, I just knew that we needed to find another dog for Briggs and to fill the hole in our hearts that Bruiser left.
Before Eric can determine if the Pellegrino family is the right fit for Rocket, he'll have to do an assessment.
Today we're going to be assessing Rocket and his knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
Right off the bat, Rocket sits on cue.
Yes, maybe we can turn that into a down. Oh, that's a half down.
Eric quickly sees that Rocket has a lot of energy and needs help focusing.
That's something we'll have to work on.
Rocket does well on the come cue,
Yes.
but he needs training on the stay and leave it cues.
Okay. Work on leave it.
He didn't necessarily give me what I was looking for initially, but I think Rocket is actually a pretty smart little dog. Once he gets much more comfortable, I think we can actually move pretty quickly through the classic cues.
All right. Ready to go back to play. Okay, let's go.
Coming up, Rocket's adoption may have trouble taking off.
The Pellegrinos are a very active family, so there's a lot of things going on here that I don't know if Rocket is going to do well in.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Eric recently rescued 5-month-old Rocket from the shelter. They've spent the past several days playing and building trust.
Yeah, this way.
Rocket's spunky personality has quickly earned a special place in Eric's heart. While the boys have been busy bonding,
How's Rocket?
Rashi has been busy looking for a home for Rocket.
I just got off the phone with a family that I think is perfect for him. They own their own business, and they are racing enthusiasts.
Rocket, what do you think? You want to go race cars?
Having studied psychology and social work, I get to pair dogs and their temperament with the right kind of families. And in this case, I think Rocket suits the Pellegrino family really well, and I'm really excited for this to move forward.
The next day, Eric and Rashi sit down to video chat with the Pellegrino family.
Hey guys,
Hi.
Hey, good morning.
tell us a little bit about your family.
Tony and I have been married for 3 years, and we have 2 beautiful sons, Jamie and Jordan. Both of our sons were blessed to say that they work with us in the family business.
Do you guys currently have dogs?
Sadly, we lost our brindle boxer last August. Our other dog, Briggs, our senior, he just dove into this incredible funk, and he was sleeping constantly. He barely wanted to eat. And it just broke my heart because he was so lonely. And we want his final years to be happy ones and active ones.
Whenever we're introducing a new dog into an environment that already has a dog, I want to make sure that that dog is comfortable with this younger dog coming in.
But the family's current dog isn't the only potential hurdle to overcome. Eric and Rashi will also need to take into consideration the family's home environment and lifestyle.
Our backyard is beautifully landscaped, and my sons created a really cool 30-foot by 30-foot remote-controlled car track.
I know it can be tough to get some relaxation, especially owning your own business. What do you like to do in the free time that you get?
We love to take our RV and go camp down at the beach.
We got into riding on street motorcycles. We'll do 4 or 5 day tours across different parts of the country.
The family is looking for a smaller dog that can travel with them, go to racing events, and spend the day at their office.
So there's a lot of things going on here that I don't know if Rocket is going to do well in. We rescued a dog just the other day that could potentially be a good fit. He's small, young, agile. I think he may be a good addition for your other dog. So let us analyze his temperament a little bit more, and then we'll keep you posted and we'll let you know how things are going.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I'm excited.
I can't wait to see him and spend time with him, and I'm super, super excited.
Coming up next, Rocket blasts off for training when Lucky Dog returns. If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected. Five-month-old Rocket has had no problem settling into life at the ranch. Eric has spent several days simply earning his trust. He's also been giving the terrier mix his joint health supplements along the way. As Eric begins training, he sees right away that Rocket has trouble focusing.
So what I started to do is work on just focus, bringing a treat from his nose to my nose and getting eye contact. Focus. And as soon as I got eye contact, I would reward him with the treat.
Now that Eric has Rocket's attention, he works on the come and sit cues.
So now I need to make sure that he gets the reward when he sits down.
Rocket, come. Yes.
All we're trying to do is get him to sit back by default every time someone approaches him or he approaches somebody, that it's going to guarantee him a treat, and eventually that treat will be physical or verbal praise.
Good boy.
During a training break, Eric and Rashi visit the Pellegrino family's home to make sure it's a safe place for a dog.
Looks like you have a 5-foot fence all the way around.
After checking out the family's home, yard, remote control racetrack, and RV, Eric and Rashi are pleased with what they see.
Stay.
In the days to come, Eric continues training Rocket, and Rocket proves himself to be a fast learner. Soon, he's mastered all 6 classic cues.
Stay.
Sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
Yes. Good job, Rocket. Who's the best puppy?
To mark his achievement, Rocket receives his silver medal.
Yeah! Good boy.
Coming up, Eric tests Rocket to see if he's got what it takes to hit the road.
And can we go down? Yes. Good job, Rocket.
Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
Okay, Rocket, come.
Rocket has been living up to his name and speeding through his training at the ranch. Now it's time for Eric to focus on training that is specific to his future family. First, he familiarizes Rocket with the Pellegrino's auto shop while they're out of town. Rocket tours the facilities, meets his future co-workers, and gets accustomed to the machinery.
Good job.
Next, because the Pellegrino family's life revolves around vehicles, Eric introduces Rocket to many of them. He starts with a remote control car.
Yes. Good job, Rocket.
Then he moves on to an RV.
Look at this. Okay. Yes.
Finally, because Tony and Debbie are motorcycle enthusiasts, Eric sees how Rocket will react to the sounds that they make.
I have Rashi turn on the motorcycle. As she does this, I simultaneously treat Rocket. So I want to make sure he associates that sound with something rewarding.
You go see? Let's go see.
As we move closer to the motorcycle, he seems to be doing fine. He's not bothered by it at all.
Good job, Rocket. Yes.
And now I'm able just to walk around the motorcycle as it's turned on and just making sure that I'm treating him while we're doing this.
Inspired by the dog's comfort around motorcycles, Eric decides to prepare Rocket for an activity that might be in his future with the Pellegrinos, riding in a motorcycle sidecar.
I'm just wanting him to get used to sitting inside a sidecar, and so I'm just starting to treat him as he shows interest.
Good job, Rocket.
I also want to make sure that he gets acclimated to wearing the doggy goggles.
Here we go. Yes.
I make sure that I safely harness him in just like you would into a car seat. Now I want to see, is he okay with the motion? And we start to kind of rock back and forth.
Yes.
He seemed to enjoy it, and we actually got to go for a little spin.
Good job, Rocket.
He feels pretty comfortable, and now we're just gonna have to see how he does on the open road.
Coming up, Rocket's adoption is a go for launch,
Here he is.
Buddy?
but only if Briggs gives the final approval. A few weeks ago, 5-month-old Rocket was stuck at the shelter. But given a second chance, he's shown what shelter dogs are capable of. Now, he's ready to go on to his forever home.
This is goodbye.
Yep.
It's never easy for us to say goodbye to them. And Rocket held a pretty special place in Rashi's heart, not just my own.
It's a little tougher to say goodbye to Rocket. He pulls at my heartstrings a little bit more just because of his circumstances and the fact that he reminds me of one of our own dogs, Rupert.
All right, Easy Rider. You ready to go?
I miss you.
All right.
Eric and Rocket drive to Simi Valley to surprise his new family.
This morning we had a nice surprise when Eric rode up with Rocket on his motorcycle in the sidecar. Oh. Absolutely awesome. Had his little dog goggles on. Right away I knew this dog is gonna fit into the Pellegrino family for sure.
Look at you,
Yeah. Did you have fun on your motorcycle ride, huh? Yeah?
You're just such a handsome baby. It just made me happy to look at him. He just exudes energy and enthusiasm, and he's just absolutely adorable.
I know you have another dog, Briggs.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and get Briggs out on leash and we can do an introduction out on neutral territory?
Sure, sounds
that would
great.
be
Okay, great.
All right, come on, Briggs.
As soon as Briggs comes out on leash, I could tell by his body language that we weren't gonna really have an issue.
Here we go.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah.
You know, there was no signs of fear. His tail was happily wagging.
Hey.
And in fact, they were both happy, I think, to see one another.
They got along perfect right from the get-go, so I have nothing but high hopes that this is gonna be fantastic.
All right, let's go, guys.
With a successful introduction, they take the two dogs on a walk, introduce Rocket to Tony and Debbie's two sons, Jamie and Jordan, and let the dogs play off-leash in the backyard.
Seeing Briggs and Rocket together just made me happy that he's going to have a companion, and I know they're going to be the best of buddies.
Good boy. Such a good boy.
Rocket's awesome, just like his name, Rocket. He's just chasing Briggs around. Briggs has been a fantastic dog, you know, and I think Rocket is going to follow in Briggs's footsteps.
Can we sit? Down? Yes.
Eric spends the rest of the afternoon showing the family how to work with Rocket on the 6 classic cues.
Rocket, sit.
I was super impressed with how well Eric had Rocket trained, you know, to sit, down, stay. It's super impressive. Down.
After the family was able to go through some of the classic cues, I thought it was time for him to get his gold graduation medal.
Good job, Rocket.
Yay, Rocket. You graduated.
When we found Rocket in the shelter, knowing that he had a deformity, we knew that a lot of times the general public pass up on dogs like that. So to have him go from that shelter situation and then to see him go to his forever home was pretty special.
Bye, Rocket. All right, guys.
Take care of him,
Bye.
okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Since our boxer bruiser passed away, I don't think Briggs is fully recovered, and I think Rocket's really gonna bring that life back into Briggs.
The future for Rocket looks good. It's gonna be exciting.
We will be taking Rocket everywhere we go. He'll come to work with me. We'll take him to off-roading events, beach camping, mountains.
Boy, he's gonna have one active and fulfilled life, I can tell you that.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.